Hi everyone, this is Wendy. So I've popped on because I've had a few questions about how I made these faux cabinet cards. Had a lot of interest on them. Now this project is not mine. I watched Eva from Bohemian Crafting on YouTube, and she actually showed us how to make how she makes her cabinet cards. I'm going to call these faux cabinet cards because I haven't actually used photos in the center. I've just used like images from they were actually from this book here. I picked this up quite a while ago from one of our op shops, and it's called People of the Century, and it just had a heap of black and white photos in it. There was a few coloured, just of like well-known people from the century. And I just thought, because I didn't know what I was going to do with the images in that book. I thought, well, I could use it for, you know, to put a few of the images in my junk journals. But this, when Eva showed us how to do this, these just turned out so cool. So I'll just quickly give you a look. These are just all black and white images, and the paper that I've used is just a manila folder. That's what we call these folders from here in Australia. But they just, I'll come in just a little bit so you can see them better. But they just turned out so cool, and you can do all different sizes. And the shape I used was the Sizzix Thin Lips from Tim Holtz Designed. It's the alterations, and you get the 5 dies in there that give you this really pretty shape. So I've used those, and I've used some to make the cutout go long ways, and then I have got a couple where the cutout, the die goes like this one here, goes horizontal. So they just turned out so cool. And then on the back I've actually put some coffee dyed paper on the back of them so you can journal on the back. But they're just all different sizes of cabinet cards, and some I have stamped on the front, and some I've just left plain. Like a few of these I've left plain. A couple I have rounded the corners on, and then a few of them I haven't rounded the corners on, but this is where I've done a bit of stamping, so you can still journal on the front here and then just continue over on the back. But Eva just made it look so easy. I just thought, yes, I've finally got something to do with all these black and white photos. And I can use my my die set again. So that was the die set I used, and with the cutout bit there, I had with this, I've got this lot here, and I use these to make embellishments on. So, you know, it comes in pretty handy. I think from that last lot over there, I only have these ones here left because I've used all the others making embellishments. So it's like a two for one. You get the cabinet card with the space here. I'm not sure if that's a negative space or this. I wouldn't even call them positive or negative. You get 2 for 1. Okay, so that's what I thought I'd just come on and show you today. I have got a couple more photos, pictures left here. That one's Cassius Clay. I wasn't going to use these ones, Anne Frank, can't think of that lady's name, Mother Teresa, and this man here, not sure who he is, but I had to be careful because there's a couple of pictures in there of people that I wouldn't use on these, like Hitler and people that I knew were naughty people. And then this morning I also found these ones here were sent to me. Did I write the name on the front? Vintage Images. I think it was Michelle that sent me these images, but look at that, that is so cool. I have no idea where she got those from. Maybe use a couple of those. But these are other images that you could make into the cabinet cards. These are so cool. That one looks like, that actually looks like Anne Frank there, but I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to maybe that image too. That's a nice one. Alright, okay, well I'll just show you how I done it, but I will also leave Eva's link. I will also leave Eva's link down in my description so you can go over and have a look at hers. Hers just turned out absolutely wonderful. So I've already pre-cut some of the cards here. That one there might be alright for that photo, unless I want it coming down a bit more. Let me have a look. Oh, I think that one might be better there in the longer one. So I'm going to use that one for that. And let me see, one on the side, that might be a bit too small. That might cut out a couple of people, but that looks alright, doesn't it? That one there, and another downward one. Too big. That one's too big. There's another one. Have I got another one on the side? I don't think I do. Okay, so, and this one here, that little shape there, it's not the smallest one, it's the second one up from the smallest, but that one there would be okay. Just, that one's too small, and that's too, okay, I'll just do those and just show you how I do it anyway. And if you don't have that die, you could always use just a plain oval die if you've got one, or you could actually cut it out by hand. I'm getting quite lazy. Don't really like to cut things out by hand now if I don't have to. Okay, so put those ones up there out of the road, and just get a piece of paper that I can just ink on. I'll leave that down there. Alright, so all I do, more or less the same as what Eva was doing, and I've got this VersaFine vintage sepia. Is like, it's a really old ink pad, and I'll just see if it's got enough ink on there, because I have got another new one, and when I was doing the other ones this was getting really dry and no ink, so I actually pressed that onto my new one, but I'll just see how this goes. So what she done just to make them look a bit more vintage, was just rubbed like a really dry sort of ink pad over her papers. I'm going to put a bit more on that because it's a bit dry. There we go, a bit darker. Yeah, so she just rubbed that over like that, and I'm going to just put a bit more ink just around the insides here because I do like it nice and dark on the inside of that frame. Okay, so got that, and I will need to punch this side here because the other top one here is rounded as well, so I'll do that and then go around the outsides of the card with a bit more ink. Now I'm just going to see. Okay, so what I do now is just grab my glue, and I just put a row of glue around the cutout frame, just as close as I can get to the edge of it, and then I'll also I'll put some glue around here, and I suppose down to about there, because I haven't cut this one down, so I'm not going to worry about cutting it. And then I'm just going to place that on my picture from my magazine, give it a nice press down, grab my scissors, just going to lift that up a bit and just cut that under there. But then I just go around the edges and cut this out, the back paper from the picture out. Down that side. There, cut that out as close as I can get it. And then I grabbed a piece of coffee dyed paper, and put some ink all over this. Oh, ink, not ink, glue, sorry. And you can make these as big as you want, like as wide or as long as you want them, depending on the size of the journal you make. And then just press that down onto there. And cut around that. I will go back and just make sure the edges have been glued down properly, because you don't really want the backing paper to lift up. Okay, so I'll just check around here just with my finger and see it there. See, it pulls up there a bit, so I'll just put a bit more glue there right to the edge. And just another little squirt along here. And I think that's right now, maybe up here, and then just another little bit there. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it was. You can use like other colours of your ink, but I really like the way they just turn out. And I hope you've seen that, because I've just realised I'm a bit close. Okay, I'll do this other one. I'll do this one here. This was from an image that I think it was Michelle sent me. Okay, so I'll just grab my ink pad, my dry one, and just give that a rub over. And because this manila folder paper is it's not really thick, it is called a cardboard, but it's not a heavy duty one. I just turn it round because if I keep going up and back like this, I normally buckle it. I think I buckled that first one a little bit, but yeah, so there's that colouring on there. And I have got this other one that I've used in a couple of places, like on this one here. This is rusty brown, but that looks so cool, doesn't it? Just something a bit different with the colour. So I might put just this one here. I only really have to press really lightly on, and just put like another colour on the cabinet card. See, that looks pretty cool. Look how cool that looks. That looks awesome. Makes it look nice and old, nice and vintagey. But I will still go around and do darker on the inside of my frame. Just to make that pop out a little bit more, a little bit better, and put some ink. And I'm not going to worry about rounding the corners on this one. Okay, so with this one, pardon me, with this one I'm just going to put my glue right around the edge of the front of the photo. There, and then I will put some more glue in here. This is more or less the same as what Eva does. And just line that up to where I want it. About there, I think. Okay. And just press it down. And that looks so cool. And just use some of my backing paper. So I'll put some glue around this. And they look really nice in, gosh, now we've got a police going. And they look really nice in your junk journals, for vintage journals, for a journaling card. And cut round that. Didn't cut that very straight. There we go. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could just put another bit of ink around the back part of it, and just make sure I didn't put much near those corners there, so I'll just put another little dab there. There. A bit there. Okay, so that's it, and then you can just stamp on it whatever you feel like stamping on. I'm not going to worry about stamping on these ones for the time being, because I have enough already to go in one of my vintage journals that I've just finished. Yeah, but they look so cool, they really do. Just love the way they all turned out. So there's the two I've just put together for you, and there's all the other ones. See, I sat out in the lounge room the other day, and I just done all of these, just a whole batch of them, and I just really enjoyed myself, and I just love the way they turned out. See, there's a really big journaling card. That image there is actually of Oprah. Oh, pardon me, hiccup. And these are just so cool. Look how they just turned out awesome. Okay, alright, so thanks everyone for watching. I'll leave Eva's link down below. I think a lot of you might know her anyway. She does some awesome grunge work, and yeah, you might find something over there. She does show you a lot of the way she does things, and it's just wonderful. So thank you, Eva. Okay, that's all, guys. Hope you enjoyed. So easy. You all have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.